Frame real quick. Hold
Into the mic.
on. Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Patience.
everybody.
Hi.
I'm Patience. I'm my dad's only daughter. Before I came up here, my dad said, "Let me stand where I can't see her." Like, I'm looking at him, so. It's nice to see all y'all here. I talked to my dad about this all. See, I feel like I can't go in like too much because I don't want to like buff my dad's ego up too much. I'm such a good dude. Like, oh my god. But the amount of people that are here, that are all here for my dad, you know, because I feel like there are only two. I feel like there are two things that like you cannot get to determine about yourself, and that's being kind and being funny. And the fact that all these people are here for my dad, that says a lot more than my dad being like, I'm really cool and I have family that loves me. Like, okay, like, as opposed to like saying that like you have like living, breathing proof that people like you and people like spending time with you. Planning. This was a lot of planning, and it was a lot of like talking very, very carefully about a lot of things. I think at some point my dad like tried to get me to slip up. I ain't giving nothing. My cousin Ashley was doubting how much my dad knew about this, and I knew he didn't know anything because right before we walked in, my mom tried to open the door for my dad, and my dad was like, nah, because like chivalry. He was like, no, you go first. And my mom was like, Gary, no, you go first, you go first. And my dad, like, he looked at me, he was like, yo, and drink. That's why. Whole time I'm like standing in the reflection, making sure I'm not smiling or nothing. I'm like, oh my God. He still had like the scowl on when the door opened. Everybody was like, surprise! He was like, we really got one over on him. Like that's, I'm holding that over my dad, I think, forever. I really appreciate everybody being here. I love how nice everybody looks. You know, Casino Royale theme. That's one of my dad's favorite movies. Shout out to the music cue when my dad came in. That was fire. That was good. I really appreciate that. That was great. I don't really have much else to say because I think I need to leave my dad's ego where it is before other people. I'm gonna pass this off. Thank y'all for being here though.
Yo, give young Patience Rose a round of applause. Wow, that was good. G, we're gonna try. We're gonna stroke your ego tonight. So, anybody else? Jimmy. Why not Jimmy?
Jamez.
Jimmy.
Nobody's ever called me Jimmy before.
Wait, hold on, it's James, right?
It's James.
Okay, I know.
Yo, do y'all listen? Gary and I talk every day. So I'm finding more and more stuff out about this party, and I'm having to play this thing off. Oh my God, it's like it got to the point where I just disappeared. I was like, I can't talk to him because I know we talk about everything. And so my brother comes into town, and I'm a content creator, so I'm taking pictures, and as soon as I'm getting ready to post it, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it. So you understand the what I was under? You know what I mean? But Gary, happy birthday to you, brother. 50 years. Yeah, man. Yes. So the interesting story behind Gary and I is Miss Rosier. Hello, Mom. I love you. I love you so much. She's my second mother. Her and my mom they made a pact because they were both pregnant at the same time with Gary and I. Yeah, same hospital room and everything. And so they made a pact that they would keep us together no matter what. As friends and as brothers, literally as my brother. So my first brother right there, Greg Paul. And after him, he's the only other brother that I know. You understand what I mean? And he's checked me and I've been able to check him. I know his character. I know all of y'all. Everybody in here, I've heard about y'all. And I know y'all heard about me too. And whatever you heard is true. But no, real talk though. You know, there's a saying when they say, "Show me your friends, then I know your future," right? This man right here, if you know Gary, then you know the same cloth that I'm cut from. You understand what I'm saying? This man right here, as small as he is, he'll check me. You know, we keep it 100. I'm bigger than him. You know what I mean? But the true thing about friendship and brotherhood is being able to check each other the way that we do. And when I'm wrong, he'll tell me he's wrong, and he stands strong with that. And I respect that from him. And vice versa. I can give him that same check, and he'll let me know too. See, that's the thing about, y'all know Gary, he's very articulate. So he'll let me know, look man, I ain't feeling that shit. But you got that. You right. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the type of friendship that I know, and that's how we grew up. Thank you to Mom, who raised us that way. You know what I mean? And his beautiful sisters and brothers, they all played a part in it. So it is with great honor to be able to be alive and turn 50 before you. I got you. And then be able to say happy birthday to you, bro. I love you, G. Yeah. Yo, so the lie, and I'm admitting it's a lie. It's a lie, but I had to tell a lie to my man. You know what I mean, G? He thought I was on my way to a trip somewhere. So even on my way here, I sent him a message, a video thing to throw him all the way over. Yo, G, I'm about to hit the road, man. I'll hit you when I get back. He's falling for it, so when he opens the door, he's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing here? Love you, G. Y'all come on up. Remember, y'all got to stay in this area here, okay?
Hey, listen, James. Thank you, James. Gary, best friend. Round of applause for James, please. Hey, it's nothing but love tonight. Nothing but love. Hey, there's a song, right? I got nothing but love for you. Oh, whatever. DJ. Okay, next time. We weren't prepared. But anybody that want to come up, show G love, please. All right. G.A. Rye.
This is gonna go a little bit different. This has some funny moments as well as some emotional moments around him. But his name is Gary, infamously known for the catback. And there are only a few people that know why, and that reason is gonna go to my grave. Catback. So I've known Gary for almost half his life. He was my college roommate. So I've known him for 27, 28 years, somewhere around there. And this guy has come to truly be my brother. And his family became my family, and my family became his family. And and throughout the years, we have always just shown up for each other. When life be lifing. I remember when when my son passed, and him and James showed up. I mean, I was at my weakest point where I did not know where to go in life. And these guys showed up to be my anchor and my crutch. And I'm in Delaware, and they came all the way from Georgia to support me. And I remember when Mr. Rozier passed, I was there for him. So we just have this sort of connection where, when we need each other, we show up. And I was thinking back, a lot of people during our school year, they're no longer around. Turning 50 is like, it doesn't happen anymore, unfortunately. But when I turned 50 actually last December, and I was like, yo, James and Gary gotta hurry up and catch up. I can't be in this by myself. So this dude just turned 50 on last Thursday. This dude turned 50. Now we in the 50 club. Yeah. Hey, don't we look good? Yeah. When his wife reached out to us, I knew I was gonna be here, but I had no way of knowing how I was gonna get here. But I just knew I was gonna do it. I ain't figured it out yet, But I knew I was going, even if I had to walk up the highway, I probably would have been here next week, but I still would have been here. But I'm glad to be able to be in the presence of, family and friends and see the impact that Gary's life has had on so many people. Because oftentimes, we do things in life and we just have a hard time trying to figure, does my life have meaning? And, just looking at the crowd here, and there's many others in the earth, people that are not here, that Gary has had such an impact on. I remember when I left college, this dude cried. He gave me a hug and he just cried because it's like, man, I'll be on this college campus by myself. If you would have went to class, you would have graduated with us. But it's just a bond that we created. And, although we don't see each other every day, it's like every time we see each other, we just picking up from where we left off. It's like we didn't even miss a beat. So he's calling off work tomorrow. So we got a couple more beats to pick up tomorrow. Oh, good. I got some aged cigars. We got some alcohol. And we just gonna live it up for your 50. Yeah. 50 shots, 50. So it's gonna be 50, whatever it is. But we just gonna take that time to reconnect again. As we do, and we just tell the old stories, and the old stories feel like new stories every time we tell it. And we laugh just as hard as we did the first time. But brother, I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad I made it up. Me and my wife, we love you dearly. My family loves you dearly. Your nephews, my sons, love you dearly. And we wouldn't have had it no other way but to be here for you, to celebrate you. Because brother, you deserve it. So for all of you, when Gary finally comes up here to speak at the end, pull out your phones because you're going to need a dictionary. Love you, brother.